It's showtime! Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the fabulous Funny Bone Comedy Club. We have an excellent show for you tonight, but as always, we have two very important rules here at the Funny Bone. First, we ask that you please keep your table conversation down to a minimum as a courtesy to the performer and to the folks seated around you. And please, silence your cell phone at this time. With that out of the way, Columbus, are you ready to laugh tonight? Oh, you guys can do better than that. I said, are you ready? All right, I'm going to start tonight's show off by introducing your host and MC. This comic has brought laughter to clubs and colleges across the country. Please give a warm Funny Bone welcome for Darrell Dawson.
Yeah! How's everybody feeling tonight? A third? Oh my, this is going to be so easy based on that response. I don't even do anything, but I'm going to. I want to talk first real quick about something that's been bugging me, and it's our new license plates here in Ohio. They're horrible. They have way too much stuff on them. A hill, a skyline, more hills. Who puts a windmill on their license plates? Ohio. Way too much stuff. Hate them. I myself like my license plates simpler, which is why I'm going for my second DUI. Who's with me? Come on, cheers. Thank you. Thank you. I will give you my card, friend. Thank you for offering to defend me. It's Arnold weekend. Everybody done with that? Anybody in the Arnold Classic? Yeah? Okay. The Arnold people are taking over my gym. Yeah. It's working out without a shirt season in Columbus, which is fine. Most of those guys look good and they don't have hairy backs. But this working out without a shirt, there's a couple people with hairy backs that have decided to work out without a shirt. Yeah, it's as bad as you think it is. You don't take your shirt off in a gym if you have a hairy back. Have you ever seen a person with a hairy back work out with a tattoo? This guy has a tattoo and a hairy back. He looks like a golden retriever got a piece of gum stuck in his coat. Bad, 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 bad boy. Bad idea. What else in the news? Super Bowl's over, and in the weeks leading up to the Super Bowl, they came out with a survey that said the majority of men would give up sex for a year if it meant that their team would win the Super Bowl. Now, I don't mean to go negative here, but I've been married 10 years, and I have 2 children. And I'm a Cleveland Browns fan. Essentially, what this survey was saying is, will you give up something that rarely happens for something that will never, ever, ever happen? Buckeye fans in here tonight? I love Ohio State sports, love football, basketball, women's basketball. I'm down with everything. Did not know until recently that Ohio State has a varsity rifle team. True. It's true. This intrigued me, so I did a little research. You know who Ohio State beat a couple years ago? Army. Honest to God's truth, Ohio State beat Army in rifle. Now, in Army's defense, their varsity team has a couple of road games going on right now, if you know what I mean. They're busy against the Mid-East Conference, is what I'm saying. friend of mine at work just got done running his very first half marathon, and I called him to see how he did later that day. And he's like, "Oh man, Darrell, most difficult thing I've ever done. My legs are killing me. I don't know how anything can be more difficult." And I was like, "Yeah, you don't know how anything can be more difficult than a half marathon?" I bet if you think long and hard, you could come up with something exactly twice as difficult as a half marathon, my friend. Good news, Google email. They now have a setting where you could set it so that if you get drunk, you can't send off any ill-advised emails until you solve a math equation. Brilliant! I set it up myself, and it came in handy not too long ago. I had a tough day at work, went out drinking, got loaded. How I got my first DUI. And I got home and wrote a scathing email to my boss. Hit send. Luckily up popped a math equation, which I was just sober enough to Google. Long story short, I'm free for hoops tomorrow. You in? These websites have security questions that you have to set up so that if you lose your password, they could email it to you. And they're getting difficult, and there's getting to be more of them. Like my fantasy basketball site, I have to answer 3 security questions. I only need 1 for my bank. But these questions, I have a tough time. They're weird. Like, one of the questions was, what phone number do you associate with your youth? And I was like, it was a rough one, 911. Where did you and your significant other meet? I have no idea. We were both drunk. And what is your father's mother's first name? Grandma. I live on the east side of town. Not the best neighborhood in the whole world, I'm not going to lie. It's okay. But what's intriguing to me is on the main drag there's a property for sale. And it's not being brokered by Remax or Century 21. It's being brokered by the famous British auction house Sotheby's. Ooh. Cheerio, pip pip, gubna. And every time I see that sign, Sotheby's sign, it just plays through my head the guy from Sotheby's saying, "Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sotheby's Spring 2012 auction. Today up for bid we have, from 1981, the wedding dress worn by Princess Diana of Wales. And from 1912, the rookie jersey worn by American baseball hero Babe Ruth. And from Pataskler, Ohio, a 2-bedroom, 1.5 loo ranch-style dwelling within walking distance of George's Cock and Bull restaurant. And with panoramic views, ladies and gentlemen, of a man selling Mexican blankets from the parking lot of a Citgo station. The bidding today begins at we will give you £1,000. Sold to the woman in the Get Her Done t-shirt." You guys are great. I want to try something for you real quick. I have a this here represents my New Year's resolution from last year, this little book of black jokes. Little black book of jokes, sorry. And I want to try a couple, just a few for you tonight. Like this is from Friday, June 10th. They say that nausea and vomiting can begin as early as the 5th week of pregnancy, but for me it started as soon as she called with the news. All right, this is from Friday, August 5th. I once got thrown in jail and fined $500 for getting drunk and running onto the field naked at a baseball game. Oh, you should have seen the look on those Little Leaguers' faces. All right, I'll do one more. All right, Wednesday, July 27th. I got so drunk last night I drew a dick on my face. It's the Black Book. All right, this is my final joke, and it's my favorite joke, and it's my best joke. Valentine's Day has come and gone, and last year was memorable because for Valentine's Day, my wife made me this adorable homemade book of coupons filled with coupons redeemable for sexual favors. The following 2 weeks, amazing. Because at the deli I go to, there's a good-looking waitress. And on the counter, there's a sign that says, "We accept all competitors' coupons." My name's Darrell Dawson. I'm your host. We're going to have some fun. What you're about to see tonight is our national showcase, and we're going to have 4 pro comedians come up, and they're trying to get some work through the Funny Bone Club, and they would love your response. They're all great. I know them all. They're all very funny. And also this weekend we have Joe Coy coming, beginning tomorrow from Chelsea Lately.